go.
All right, now basically what we're going to do from now on is we're going to start as close to 11:30 as we can, but in all actuality, since the show just ended, I just wanted to wait, go over, transfer to the call that we were on and to this one, and that's causing us to go live right now. Welcome to another edition of the WWE Raw Popcast. My name is Sir Owen. Joining me, as always, we have the Popcaster panel. First off, we have Travis.
Glorious. I'm hearing voices.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
No, I'm hearing
You
things.
hear voices inside your head.
We have Will.
It sounds like Orton's theme, and you go Zed puts you to sleep.
Oh, God.
Glorious.
And last but certainly not least, we have Ashley.
Hang on, wait for it.
There is a fucking cricket outside just going, eh.
No, it's doing this.
Wait, there's a cricket outside? You know what that is? To be continued!
Welcome, Tim, to chat.
Tim says today's Raw not glorious.
Not glorious.
So for those of you that are not currently listening to Stone Cold's podcast with Dean Ambrose,
What?
welcome.
Trust me, I just watched the first few minutes of it before we went on. This is an awkward interview.
How's that?
This is. He ain't very talkative.
He never is.
The guy
If
that's
you
got
like
the mic,
Ambrose,
he
but don't think he talks too much, give me a hell yeah.
Glorious.
He no talky. He cannot talky nor walky.
But he can worky, and so that's fine. So Raw just finished. It was live in Anaheim. No Disney references whatsoever. Usually they make at least one. They didn't tonight. Only thing that Anaheim really is known for is Disneyland.
And being glorious.
No, Anaheim's not glorious. Orlando is. Now, this show is basically going to be the Ashley Richardson show. Because
What?
it's nothing but promos, basically. It's nothing but talking
That's
segments.
a bit unfair.
Not really.
Not all, bro.
There's matches, but there's only three that actually went the distance. Everything else was super short.
Oh, that I can agree on, yeah.
See, there we go. So, I guess the only thing we can do now is start it off.
Trying to remember what we started off with. We had
Enzo and Cass.
a replay of Orton and...
Oh, yeah.
Well, we started with a replay of what Orton and Lesnar did last week, because the big angle was Bryan's on the show to cover up the fact that, oh, wait, they're going up against the Olympics. They're fucked. By the way, congratulations to that American swimmer that beat the drugs, the Russian druggie.
I had to tell that
If
bug.
you think I'm being offensive,
And also,
the Russian swimmer that came second in one of those women's races that had a medal thing tonight. She tested positive for steroids, I think, either twice or she had a 2-year ban.
and
then she tested positive for something literally 6 months ago.
Wow.
Yet still competed at the Olympics because she's okay. Sadly, she's still got a silver medal, unless we find out she's actually still on drugs, in which case she can join Lesnar.
And also, I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, but I would like to wish my best to Dopey, who sadly fell off a boat at Disney. So I send my best prayers to him and the rest of his dwarf family. Major prayers.
It's one of the best bumps I've seen on Disney property.
I know, he bumps better than who sucks at bumping, Owen?
People that just get started in the wrestling business.
Yeah. Okay, continue, Ashley.
Well, no. You know why that dopey thing worked.
Oh, Jesus,
You know
why?
why? Well, it'd help if the fucking sound worked, so then I could actually... Alright, if I press that, and then press the rocker, and then press that, and then just go like this, close to the thing, and then go... And then it's fucking loading. Yeah, that's a bit of a fucking anticlimax, Bobby Roode. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So, if you are inclined...
So yeah, Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass make their way out. Do their usual intro. Crowd's massively into them.
Of course they are.
You know, Enzo's like he was chatting with Sasha last week, and he thinks he's got a chance with her.
And his Bunsen burner's on fire. Clearly he has herpes.
This is clearly a rib at Sasha for getting married to the seamstress.
Yeah.
And apparently Enzo's Bunsen burner's on fire. Apparently he's got something.
Yeah. Raw's already had enough NBA Jam references this year. Horse!
And apparently Enzo was quoting Sublime in California, which made perfect sense.
And he says, you know, his moment to get Sasha was ruined by Jericho when he hit him with a code breaker. Now, mocks the Rockstar style attire and a haircut. I think he called him John Bon Jericho. And a wannabe Axl Rose. That sort of stuff. And says that he's going down. And Jericho then makes his way out the stage. And cuts a very good promo back at them like, oh, yeah. It's like you can never be one without the other. It's like, where are you? Where are you? Are you there, Spot? Are you there? Oh, no. And then saying, you know, you're lucky, Enzo. You got somebody watching you back all the time. Well, I've now got backup as well. How you doing? And then Kevin Owens' music hits, and they sort of head down to the ring. And Jericho's like, you know, we didn't get along at first, but, and I can't remember the name, but Owen will.
Oh, Jim and Marvin Luter.
Yeah. Good old Jim. Apparently gave him some advice. So yeah, he exists.
He does exist.
Somebody changes their name by default. Thank God. And the advice was that, you know, stick together, and he says that he and Kevin are now closer than brothers. Isn't that right, Kevin? We're closer than brothers. And Kevin's just there like, And Jericho's like, Kevin? And Owens is like, oh, sorry. I thought it was a rhetorical question, and I was just, you know, agreeing. And of course, you know, we're really good friends. You know, we've got each other's back. And then Enzo and Cass are like, well, I think it was Cass mainly that got the promo. It's like, you got each other's backs? You like Bert and Ernie, you're scrubbing each other's backs in the bathtub?
God almighty, that
That makes me regret buying that Bert and Ernie shirt 5 years ago from a charity shop.
Oh,
I don't want to burn it, but I might have to now because it's been tainted by Kevin Dunn.
Well, I mean, real quick. Tyler,
real quick.
Oh, Tyler Powell, Ginger Boy Wonders in chat again. Welcome back. We gotta just face it. Raw and SmackDown really won't be as good anymore like the old days.
Ain't that the truth?
For the most part, that is a correct statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, and we'll get to that.
Exactly.
And Kevin in reply is like, you know, I actually have respect for you, Cass. You know, in NXT, you were really proving to be, you know, a guy to watch. You know, one of the guys that you should really keep an eye on. And then, well, it just went wrong in the worst way possible. He decided, unlike what he did with Sammy, you know, he didn't drop the dead weight. And the thing is, no matter how big, how tall, how big, whatever Cass is, Kevin's going to hurt him. And then Kevin goes, but if it isn't me that's going to hurt you, it'll be Jericho. And Jericho's immediately looking at him like, what? And then Jericho's like, yeah, I'll deal with you. And Cass is like, all right, so we can have a match. And Jericho's like, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Enzo. And Cass is like, you were looking directly at me when you said that. So I would say, you know, just a guess, might be me. And, you know, Jericho's like, no, it's Enzo. And, you know, don't worry, Enzo, you're gonna get it. And Enzo's like, well, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'll shove it right down your throat. So, match time! Enzo versus Y2J in a match of why wasn't it Kevin Owens versus Big Cass?
Yeah, I'd rather see that match. Enzo is taken to using the good old Scotty 2 Hottie flying DDT. I like that. And later on in the match, he ends up hitting a chin breaker. And a nice sliding forearm. Jericho counters. A Rana attempt gets blocked into the walls. Enzo gets to the ropes.
Oh, God.
He heads up top. Enzo with a flying body press for a near fall. Jericho powders. And Enzo hits him with a pescado. Rolls him in. Owens grabs the foot. This distraction allows Jericho to hit the code breaker. And Big Cass comes in wearing his, I guess you would say, his shirt, like his tank top, kind of looks like a cape, the way he hit it. So I like Super Cass with a big boot. And the referee, of course, calls for the bell, and Owens helps Jericho out of the ring. I mean, okay, I've never had great things to say about Enzo's in-ring work, but he did okay here. I mean, it was fine, and the match was serviceable. It was one of the only 3 matches of the night that actually got any time. Enzo, to me, would not be a single star, other than the fact that he can talk his way around anything, and he can talk people into the building, and he's great. He's got the gift of gab. He is tremendous when it comes to promos. In-ring, it's not as there, but I mean, it's workable. And Jericho and him had a good match. They had a decent match to kick off the show. Crowd obviously is into the Enzo and Cass act, and that helped a little bit. And the match at SummerSlam, I think, is going to be good. The promo went a little too long, but I guess we're kind of used to the mentality of having 20-minute promos start off the show. Will, thoughts?
I really hope The match was good. I'm not gonna say it was great or awesome, but it was good. But I hope that we don't start the show with 20-minute promos from now on.
I think we will.
Alright, if that's the way it's gotta be, then alright. Yeah, like I said, match was good. It was fine. But yeah, long promo.
I mean, it was a little sloppy here and there. Enzo's timing is not the greatest. Like, for example, the earlier on in the match, Enzo hit a tip-up head scissors, which was really delayed, and then he hit a satellite, which really didn't work very well. Yeah, it's just Enzo's shine in the match was okay, but it's just not great. It was solid for what it was, but overall, it wasn't like the greatest thing I've seen. That's for sure. Travis?
It was not glorious.
Oh God, I could do that all night.
Yes, I'm happy that we have this match for SummerSlam, but
Same here.
I hope we do a Kevin Owens feud with Chris Jericho. That would be pretty cool.
I don't see either one of them going face anytime soon. If you had to choose one of them to go face, it would be Owens without a doubt. But I don't know if they'll go that route or not.
Oh, God almighty.
All right. So later on, we're going to get a celebration of the recent nuptials of Rusev and Lana. We get Mick Foley backstage. He's on the phone. He's talking to Stephanie. He thanks her for the tablet, but he's still using his Raw clipboard instead. He puts her on hold, and then Sasha Banks shows up and brings up SummerSlam. Says, you know, we both know it's only going to be a handicap match, so we might as well make it a handicap match. Foley says, you know what, the world wants to see the rematch, so I got an idea. How about you face Dana Brooke tonight? If you win, you bar her from ringside, and if you lose, you make it a handicap match. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Again, decent for what it was. So, of course, we move on to Braun Strowman and his squash du jour of the week.
Braun Poopy Pants.
Braun's in the ring, and Byron Saxton, or Sexton, according to what happened last week. Byron Saxton is backstage with the person that's going to be fed to Braun Strowman.
Yeah, literally fed to Braun Strowman.
And independent wrestling fans in California would know him as Jarrell Nelson from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So it's nice to see homegrown talent get a shot on television, even though they're jobbing out. I thought it was funny because usually Saxton asks the guy the reason why they're doing the match, and he has no words. I mean, no words. So this is, I guess, a match. I don't really count these as matches, but I guess they are. Braun comes in, big right hand. He tosses Jarrell back in the ring, comes off the ropes, clothesline, spins him like a top, and then he hits the inverted choke slam and gets the 3 count. Nothing to this match at all. Nothing whatsoever. Welcome back, Ashley.
What happened?
Real quick, thoughts on Jericho and Enzo?
Okay.
And now thoughts on the squash match,
It wasn't
which
too bad, but it could have been better.
Agreed.
Oh. Let's sum up the best bit of that whole thing. So, Braun's coming out.
Okay.
And apparently there's an exclusive backstage interview
from
Byron.
Right.
And Byron just goes, so how do you feel about taking on Byron? And I was sort of thinking of this.
Glorious.
Again.
Glory.
No.
It was at this moment Jackson knew. He fucked up.
I was kind of waiting.
That's what it pretty much summed it up. It was just like he was so speechless. It was like, yeah.
But he got a real introduction. He wasn't joined in the ring.
Spoilers, just like Batman vs. Superman. Superman died.
Oh God, that's funny.
Your hour went down.
Yo.
Yeah, thankfully we already covered that, so we can move on now. Real quick, like I said, the end game here.
Puff Daddy.
Oh yeah. Well, I have to get thoughts from Will and Travis first.
Puff Daddy.
Who gives a fucking shit about Braun's endgame? I want it to end, not be a game. I just want it to end.
Big Show. I'm telling you, that's the program. That's got to be.
Big Show, Shaq, Kane, and Braun Strowman.
No, that's ruining it. I'm sorry, Travis. That's ruining it. Kane needs to retire,
Puff
so does the
Daddy's
Big
talking
Show.
before you backstage, and then they're hyping up like a fucking concert. They're hyping up a concert which isn't even the SummerSlam one.
What, so he can
Just
get
a random
powerbombed?
other concert.
What, so he can get powerbombed by Kevin Owens?
No, it's the Puff Daddy Bad Boy reunion tour. That's what they were hyping up.
Yeah. That's why he was on. Not for the actual 2K17 thing, which I still think is a questionable choice.
And also, Owen, I'm telling you, it would be a great idea if Big E comes back and costs New Day the championships and join the club.
I said that, but I was somewhat joking when I said that.
Well, hang on, we'll get to that.
No, you sounded pretty serious, and that's
We'll get to that.
a good idea.
Hang on. Can we bring up the bad news about 2K17?
The reverb that we have in the background?
Yeah, guys.
No, about the fact.
There we go.
About the fact that fucking Puff Daddy has created the soundtrack.
I didn't know that.
The thing is, the tracks are not that bad.
Okay.
Individually, the tracks are very good. As a compilation, there are so many fucking genres and styles that it's really a case of most people are going to mute all but 2 of the tracks. That's the situation that we're in. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday if I can remember.
I'm covering that.
I'm sure it'll be in news. Don't know what you're
talk
randomly
negatively about the club, saying they're bald boys.
Okay, here we go.
They be bald boys. And then Puff decides to, I guess, head out with New Day because Puff Daddy only likes to exit with black people. I don't know.
Right after this, we get Darren Young and Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, they recap what happened last week because now we're getting the rematch.
That's pointless.
I know what I have to do now. But first, Owen needs to talk about this match.
There wasn't much to it at all. I mean, literally not much to it at all. So he's beating up Darren Young in the corner. Titus puts him on the buckle. Darren slaps him, hits a high elbow on Titus, and a discus punch. Darren dives off the middle rope, gets caught. He picks him up for the over-the-shoulder power slam. Darren Young rolls him up with the tights and gets the 3 count. Don't know why this happened. I don't know why they're doing this. They never should have split the primetime players up. I'm saying that right now.
Well, if Titus never touched Vince McMahon, the primetime players would be together.
The Raw Tag Team division needs this team. See, my reverb even agrees.
Hello. Hello.
Ow.
Glorious!
I need to fix this because
If not, Will's gonna be talking to himself all night.
Yo.
Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy Flow Rider, talking to you about my house.
My name is Will Smith, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
And I have the Bullet Club.
I wouldn't announce that to people out loud.
The Bullet Club. Oh, no reverb.
This is how the show goes off the rails.
Well, I mean, do we have to be professional like for the other podcasts?
You always have to be professional. Here's the thing. This match was filler. I don't think this feud's going anywhere. So I just think usually it's like 50-50 booking. In this case, Titus hasn't won yet. So why do this match again? If the face wins, that's the end of the feud. There's not much reason for a heel to want another shot at a face if they win. It's usually the other way around.
Is this supposed to be like... I don't want to... Yeah, is this supposed to be like a repeat of Ziggler and Corbin? Are they trying to go this route?
No.
It looks like it.
Ashley's gaveling. Continue. Oh, no.
So let me get this straight. Last week, we pitched this as Darren Young, the hero.
Oh my god, here we go.
And then Titus coming up saying, when were you ever great? Clearly being the heel.
Right.
And then getting the win. And afterwards, Darren Young loses his shit because Titus, wants to beat up Bob Backlund.
Right.
At this rate, who wouldn't want to beat up Bob Backlund? Apart from Iron Sheik. Because, he beat the fuck out of him.
Right.
So then, we fast forward to 7 days later. You have a rematch. And what's the finish of this match? Darren Young with the roll-up victory with the tights. So, the face is doing a heelish win. And Titus is there like, why are you being bad? As if he's playing up as a face. Whose fucking side are these bastards on? Seriously. Next week is it going to be, they're both going to be ambivalent to each other? They ain't going to give a fuck? What? No. It makes sense. We saw it with the Divas division. Everybody was heel or face or both.
Right.
Well, in fact, majority, it was 90% both. But do we really need this for the second tier of Raw? This is a show that's going 3 fucking hours. And the best you can fill up the card with is not even just 50-50 booking, but literally 50-50 flippy, roly, reversey. What the actual fuck? What, are you like, are you going to like a bloody cat sanctuary, taking all the used cat litter with all the cat piss in it and smoking that shit? Because I think that's the only way you're getting an idea like that. You could even smoke dinosaur fossils, and the best you could come up with is Barney the dinosaur saying "dad ass."
Wow.
Wow.
So I don't need to ask Ashley about his opinion on this match, because he just gave it to us.
It's just...
Smoking dinosaur.
It's honestly a case of just oh, you know, you even presented us the evidence to show here's the bad guy, here's the good guy.
Right.
And literally, it's like, so Bob Backlund has gone from WWF champion circa 1984 Backlund to circa 1994 Backlund as heel, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I fucking know that this is going to be a fuck pre-show match.
I hope not, but it probably
for
will be.
SummerSlam.
Well, they got to fill 5 hours, basically.
If that's the case, Shikara, I know you got a pay-per-view the same day. And I know you're saying you'll stop it before SummerSlam starts. If there's a pre-show match with Darren Young taking on Titus O'Neil, don't even try and stop the pay-per-view. Just keep it going. Because fuck this match.
This is Ashley right now. I just want to point this out. This
is Titus getting screwed by Vince again.
Right.
And Darren getting royally screwed by Vince because of the fucking brand split. You know, all that evidence that was, all the push that you had for the right to a rematch that Darren Young had because of that weird double disqualification, whatever the fuck it was, back at Battleground. And apparently, we're not allowed into brand rivalry until fucking Orton and Lesnar come on, in which case all bets are off, all drugs are on the table. Disclosed and undisclosed. Holy shit. By the way, the Cruiserweights come to Raw soon.
This is Ashley.
Fuck!
Don't you just love it when Ashley goes off the rails and we don't have to say anything?
See, this is the reason why I'm very fortunate that I'm wearing headphones.
Just please tell me you guys understand my point of view.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a pointless program. This should not have happened in the first place. No one wins here. No one.
I never thought I'd say this. Considering especially we're in California as well, a fucking Nia Jax match would have been better placed here, right after a previous squash match with Braun Boatman. Braun Dilapidated Boatman. There we go. Found a new name for him.
That's good.
Braun Dilapidated, man. I'm actually going to tweet that right now.
Hashtag
boy.
Hashtag glorious bomb.
Yeah.
So Seth comes out. They're hyping up the Universal title match.
Motherfucker!
Hang on.
Wait, what'd we say? Braun what?
Braun Dilapidated Boatman.
There we go, Dilapidated.
Hang on, we better do it right. Considering we're talking about the Universal title.
There we go.
There you go.
Demon King.
I own Harry Potter.
Dilapidated.
They've been now introduced.
That's like the new
Braun Dilapidated.
That's like the new era's upon us,
Harry Potter.
And even though I'm the man and whatever, I have learned a thing or two from this new era, and the case in point is Finn Balor. I thought that I knew all there is to know about Balor You know, he was a second-rate version of me, just like his Jared Leto was to my Heath Ledger. 2 points to this. One, he should have waited to see what Matt Pat from Game Theory / Film Theory was going to say about the identity of the Joker, which I would classify more as a Jack Nicholson style character rather than Heath Ledger. And two, oh wait, Jared Leto's Finn Balor and Rollins is Heath Ledger. They may both have Oscars, but one's dead.
Yeah, that is a kind of a problem.
That means you're going to be a martyr, Seth. You're going to be a martyr. But all this changed last week, and then they show the footage of the boot to the head. And Finn's like, you know, Seth's like, any normal man who took that sort of, you know, kick would be out for the count. But, you know, I'm no ordinary man. You know, I've already proven that from, you know, my miraculous return from injury, quicker than anybody expected. Yeah, but you wanted to be back for WrestleMania, son. Sorry. And the thing is, you say, oh, it's highlighted in the documentary. Yeah, the real you is highlighted in the documentary, not the heel. Unless they've already edited it. I haven't checked.
There we go.
He points out that you never guess. He isn't actually called Finn Balor. By the way, if you're in the UK, go to the iPlayer and you can see Fergal's last matches in the Indies before he heads to the E. So yeah, I think we knew about it, so. You know, apparently it derives from Irish heritage. You know, Finn is the character from Adventure Time, and Balor is Neon Demon from Nicholas Winding Refn. And Seth goes, you know, if he can name himself like Finn Balor from all this heritage, I should be known as Seth Rambo Apocalypse Rollins.
Rambo Apocalypse.
Yeah. Associate yourselves with one of the worst video games of 2014. And a film in which Marlon Brando was clearly off his tits on drugs. Good to know. You know, the more he gets to know Finn, the more he knows about him. That, you know, he's disrespectful to people. You know, he's arrogant. He's cocky. He's all those sort of things. He says that, you know, Seth hasn't worked to make it, but again points out, I came back from injury. You know, I did everything that's unthinkable. I'm not as arrogant as people think I am, because I know my place in this company, and that's right at the top. And I don't need no smoke or mirrors or effects or anything to make my way as a character. I'm the myth. I'm the legend. I'm the man.
You know, tell everybody.
I beat the face that runs this place. Just to note, I don't think Seth Rollins has gone one-on-one with Triple H yet, has he?
Yeah.
And, you know, he's done so much that people's never done before, and what also hasn't been done before is the winning of the Universal Championship. Overall, a really good promo from him.
Excellent promo.
The Tyler Black of old.
Yes, it was.
And then they say, we're getting a video package covering Finn Balor's rise to the WWE. I think that's what they said. It was far more than that. And then, RKO from out of nowhere, replay from last week. Then, fucking Byron is there going, Byron's talking about Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon, and it says it's the best thing ever. Patrick Stewart, what do you have to say to that shit? Oh shit! Don't smash the place up! Holy shit! So then, rematch. Apparently, it's Monday night rematch. Because it's Sheamus versus Cesaro, part 729.
That's funny.
The thing about this match is, though, I could watch this all day, every day.
This was actually a really decent match, like the first decent match of Raw I've seen in, God, 10 years?
That's saying a lot, considering all the stellar matches we've had this year. This match was amazing. We come back from commercial break. Sheamus with a battering ram for a near fall. Sheamus works his uppercut game, and Cesaro turns it around on him. And Cesaro whipped in, he floats over the top, and he goes for his boot in the ropes, but he gets caught, and he's going for the clubbing blows, and he gets reversed. He's on the top rope, he hits the flying body press for a near fall. Cesaro with the double leg goes for the giant swing, but Sheamus is able to counter out and hits a hangman's neck breaker. And Sheamus sits up for white noise. Cesaro rolls out and hooks the leg going for the swing again, but he gets kicked out of it. Sheamus rolls him up for a near fall. Sheamus goes for the tilt-a-whirl. Kind of looked like he was somewhat going for his own version of the Alpamare water slide, but it was not to be, as Cesaro goes for the God-style neutralizer. Sheamus escapes. Cesaro gets backdropped. He lands on his feet. Sheamus goes for the brogue kick. Cesaro slides under the kick as smooth as butter. Ankle pick, and he goes for reversal. Sheamus gets a near fall off a high spot, and crowd's going crazy for it. Sheamus charges in. He goes shoulder first in the buckle. White noise. Cesaro ends up countering for a near fall. Sheamus up top. Cesaro with the Swiss uppercut, and he hits a right hand. Sheamus is on the top. He's fighting out. Sheamus with a kick, and it doesn't really phase Cesaro. Sheamus ends up getting drop kicked off the top of the floor, and Cesaro does the run around the barricade and run around the ringside area into the Swiss uppercut. Tossed in. Uppercut train in the corner. The whip is reversed. Cesaro charges in, and the referee drops down. This was awesome. Referee ducks under, and this allows a cheap shot from Sheamus and a roll-up where he almost steals the win. But the referee is checking on his head after, of course, taking the bump. Cesaro rolls him up and gets that O'Connor roll for the 3 count. This match was really good. Solid in all way possible. I mean, even the ref bump looks smooth in this match. I mean, this is a way to really showcase your craft. It really is. And these two have tremendous chemistry. Like, I've said this before, I think I'll say it again. If there was a pay-per-view in the United Kingdom, I would like to see Cesaro and Sheamus battle for the world title. This is great. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
Travis, thoughts?
It was a good match. Probably the best match on the card.
Not saying much, but yes, I agree.
But
well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Will, your thoughts?
Pretty good match.
And Ashley.
I mean, it's good, but it's just, why are we seeing it that often?
I mean, it's not even really a program, I don't think, at this point. But, I mean, I guess it kind of has to be given what happens later on in the night.
Yeah.
They've got no choice. They have to do something with it because they cut their roster in half.
Yeah, but, you know, there needs to be an explanation. By the way, Ramper Apocalypse is trending on Twitter.
As it should be.
As is Rusev.
As it should be.
As is SmackDown. As is
should
Reigns.
be.
As is Sin Cara. Raw isn't.
There's a reason for that. So we get a video package up next, Ashley.
Yeah. Orton's like, man, Lesnar's a dude. And Lesnar's like, I don't give a fuck about Randy Orton. That's pretty much it.
This was a great video package, though. It highlighted.
It wasn't an epic video package. It just seemed like Orton's like, hey, he's a good man. And Brock's like, I have no respect for anybody. I do drugs.
I do like all the OVW footage they use and how they're literally bringing up the fact that they broke into business together at the same time.
Yeah, but who's the one that didn't decide to chicken out on his wrestling career?
Ooh, good point.
Oh, I'm going to go play football. Oh, I'm going to go to the UFC. Oh, I'm going to come back. Oh, I'm going to back to the UFC. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
What?
Oh, I'm going to represent Canada. Huh?
Speaking of why did this happen, we got our next match, but first there was a short promo that led to this. Apparently.
Oh yeah, the Dudley Boys like, we're gonna stop all your high-flying shit. This coming from the Dudley Boys, the guys who do the what's up and the Bubba Bomb through a table,
right,
from a turnbuckle, which would be classified as a high spot. Double standard. So Neville's out because he's got a mystery partner. And turns out, for some reason, it's Sin Cara. But the thing is, it's Sin Cara were two important differentiations. One, apparently it's Sin Cara Negro. He's back. You know, the black mask of Sinestro de la Muerte has been stolen from the wardrobe area for Lucha Underground, which would make sense because they're in Cali.
Exactly.
And two, Sin Cara is coming out to the Lucha music. So yeah, the guy called Kalisto, who when he was on the Indies was Samurai del Sol, and was known for his Lucha chant, has his gimmick taken away from him by Hunikara, who apparently we need to call Hunilardas.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's getting chubby now.
Man, I'm telling you right now, I mean...
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy's still in the company, and they got rid of Chris Hero because he was fat.
Kicking Simon Gotch's ass must have put on quite an appetite.
Perhaps he ate him.
That's why we haven't seen him to this day.
That's why he's always got tights on, because like part of his leg is actually missing because Sin Cara ate it.
I'm telling you right now, this just why
Mysterious.
Why did this crap happen? And why are they trying to make
exactly?
Why are they trying to make Neville into a tag team wrestler? I mean,
no.
I get it. Okay, NXT, obviously, the team with Balor was short-lived. That's fine. That was awesome. I like being there live. And then they did the run with Neville and Cesaro for a while. And now, I guess we're running Neville and Sin Cara? No. Your tag team division is shot, WWE. You're learning really quick that you do not have the brands necessitate 2 sets of tag belts. I think they should have just flipped the tag teams, take the champions of both the women's division and the tag team division and just let them hop shows, because there is no reason to do separate sets of belts. None. They don't have enough talent. That Raw tag team division.
Can we get the other guys' thoughts? Because I've just thought up of a best bit for what's coming up.
Oh God. Let's just say, okay, this match basically. Heel miscommunication. So Devon accidentally clotheslines Bubba, and Neville basically hits the up and over plancha, the 180 plancha, and Sin Cara with the high kick. Neville hits a shotgun drop kick off the springboard and hits the red arrow and gets the 3 count. I do not know why the hell they did this match. I hope this leads to Bubba as a heel, as a singles. That's what I want. That's the only way that's going to solve this issue. But, Travis, thoughts?
Eh.
This match shouldn't have happened. Will was so ashamed, he just left. So, I don't blame him. Ashley?
Oh, yes. Yes. So, it's time for the Rusev and Lana wedding celebration.
Yes.
I will talk about the segment properly, but I think I've got a perfect way to epitomize what happened. That fucking bitch that said amen at the end. Yeah, thank God he didn't play anymore. Oh. So, better get some music playing in the background because the ring's been greatly decorated, grandly decorated. Yeah. Rusev's making his way out, waits, and then Lana comes out with. I mean, you can basically tell it's a wedding dress because it don't look right. As in, it's like this is going to go completely fucking wrong. We're gonna have a wardrobe malfunction. Sorry, I'm being distracted by this. It's even worse than the trumpet. Holy shit. And Lana says, the wedding was great, but no one saw it because only VIPs were invited. Bitch, it's on Total Divas. So it's even worse. It's not even WWE fans that are going to be watching it. It's desperate women that are looking to fuck Kanye West because they think they're Kim Kardashian. I think. No, but they're going to be recreating it for all the fans tonight. And Rusev look how beautiful she is. And she's all mine! Okay. Welcome to slavery again from the Rusev-Lana angle. And for some reason, bloody Lana does a giant kiss with Rusev on his bicep?
Yeah, that was random.
I know Hulk Hogan talked about a 12-inch python, but I don't think that was the one he was talking about. So then they say, oh, we're going to recreate the ceremony. And Kevin Dunn's an expert on fucking Microsoft PowerPoint. Because he's like, oh, shit. Quick, put in a transition. Put in a slide transition. I don't know. Star swipe it. Fucking star swipe it. And the fans chant boring. Because it's like they really just... I think they put this together like 20 minutes before Raw went on the air.
Sounds likely.
And Lana says, Rusev's the greatest man of all time. She's got a specially designed dress by some Russian designer. And some very expensive cakes, which is more than anybody in this arena earns in a week. Rusev? Puff Daddy was in there. I think he earned a bit more than probably those cakes are worth. Which I'll get to, because we know why the cakes were cheap. So then they'll be redoing their wedding vow, so they want everybody to stand up for it. Because apparently the wedding vows are like national anthems. So then Roman's music hits. And Kevin and Vince are backstage like, oh, we've spun this perfectly. They're going to cheer him. It's going to be really good. And then... I mean, there were some cheers, but it was still predominantly boo. And Vince is backstage going, what the fuck? We can't please these fuckers any other time. I can please myself, though. Yeah! Oh! I see all the unedited shots from the cameraman, and I got free upskirt shots of Lana. Holy shit! Why didn't I get this sponsored by fucking Brazzers? So Rusev obviously doesn't appreciate this interruption from Roman. Roman's like, don't worry, I'm not going to cause you any trouble. I just noticed something. In all those photos from your wedding, I didn't see a best man. So I've decided, just to, make it look right, that I will be the best man for you tonight. And they're both like, nope. We didn't agree to this. And so Roman's like, no, that's fair. But, I have got another offer. I want to challenge you for that US belt at SummerSlam. And then it's like, they're sort of not accepting it either. And then he goes, let me get and find my place. I propose a toast to you. The Bulgarian Sasquatch and the mail order bride. Sorry. If that's a mail order bride, I'll take 5.
And of course, as soon as the mail order bride comments, Rusev's like, "Whoa!" And he starts taking off his weird waistcoat, and I'm like, he's gonna stamp it on the ground and then do an elbow drop on it because he thinks he's Ric Flair. And Roman's like, "Oh man, I expected more from you, Rusev. Just like Lana had expected more of you after the wedding. If you know what I'm saying."
Small penis.
And Rusev's like, "Fuck you!" and attacks Roman, and they do brawl in the ring. And eventually it leads to... Was it a Superman punch or just a normal punch from Roman?
It was kind of a normal punch.
Whatever it was, it hit Rusev, who then bumped into Lana, who was behind him, who fell into one of the cakes.
I like Rusev marking out about the cakes.
I have to fucking use cake very loosely because the consistency of what was on her face and her dress and everything sort of looked more like strawberry custard or strawberry blancmange.
I thought it looked like a melted candle, actually.
Yeah, but it sort of had the sort of consistency of custard or blancmange.
Mm.
It didn't have the actual like substance of a cake. Don't they have Great British Bake Off equivalent in America?
I think we do.
Holy shit. And after the spot, Roman's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." Smirking. That happened. That happened. That actually fucking happened. Then we get hype for the SummerSlam music concert. Yeah, because the last time they had a music concert before a major WWE event was that dodgy concert that they did before, WrestleMania 15 in California? That nobody gave a fuck about. So I will. So then we're backstage and Lana's furious because she's covered in cake. Rusev's furious because he won't be able to lick it off her. Oh, he's also furious with Foley over what happened, and Foley's like, "Look, let's settle the things the way they should be settled in the ring. It's going to be you versus Roman for the US title at SummerSlam." And Rusev and Lana are even more pissed now. They're like, "This motherfucker." So then next... Oh, actually, did everybody want to give their thoughts on that bit?
Oh wow. We've seen this stuff before. I mean, I think Rusev has great personality. I really do. And it's shining here. Roman seemed a little bit more comfortable because he actually was able to somewhat be himself. And that actually works a lot better than him trying to be scripted. Some people you just can't script. Roman Reigns is pretty much one of them. And if they do script him, they need to give him something that doesn't make him sound like a total idiot. And they're getting better on that, and this promo actually worked really well. But, I mean, it went too long. It was kind of losing it midway through. And, I mean, I like Rusev's response about the cakes. He's like, "Look at the cakes!" I was like, this was fine. But it went too long.
Yeah.
Travis.
Everybody else dead? Oh no, Travis is there.
Travis.
Oh God, they're all dead.
And the podcast is now just Ashley and myself.
Yay!
All right. Let's move on.
Just like old times.
Yep.
I want to cry. Yeah.
I really was hoping they would go a different route on this, though. I wanted to see that giant. I wanted to see Roman spear Rusev through a giant cake. I wanted to see that. I thought it would have been an awesome visual, but they didn't go with it.
No, we'll get to that though.
Yeah, we will. Will you? If you're back, will you have your thoughts on this segment?
I really didn't care about. I mean, congratulations to Rusev and Lana, but I just didn't flat out care at all.
All right, then.
Oh wow.
Reverb.
I'm back.
I don't know what that means.
Thoughts on the program?
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Well, we get Sasha versus Dana.
I forgot about Rusev yelling at Foley in the locker room.
I mentioned it, didn't I?
I don't think so. I don't remember hearing that.
The match is set for SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah, Charlotte is at ringside for Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks. I don't know why. Nothing about this match, really. I'm very surprised here. Charlotte goes to cheap shot Sasha while she is against the ropes because Dana's got her choking her on the middle rope. And Charlotte hesitates before she accidentally slaps Dana. Yeah, that just looks awkward. Sasha kicks Charlotte away. Dana charges in, Sasha with a knee, and basically she charges in with a shoulder, and she kneed her in the shoulder, and it put her on the middle rope, and Sasha hit the double knee drop and gets the win.
Okay,
There was literally nothing to this match. Didn't end like a normal Sasha match. There really wasn't anything to it.
No. It was a whole pile of nope.
No.
Is that your thoughts, Will? Whoa.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts.
What the
Travis
fuck?
put his headphones in.
Travis.
Good. That's so weird.
What?
Okay, so with my YouTube, whenever you go to monetize a video, you can say block in all countries. I thought that means blocking the monetization.
I don't know.
The music's putting me to sleep, Travis. Make it go away.
Sorry. I didn't know you guys could hear that.
Yes, we can.
But with the blocking monetization thing, it blocks it like the entire video. Like you can't watch the video. I'm like, what the heck? So I guess I'm gonna have to monetize all my videos, Owen.
Okay.
Oh darn.
Anyway. I guess no one else had thoughts on the match, so I guess we get another Nia Jax video package.
I am a
Yeah,
She has-
she isn't wrestling tonight.
She's not wrestling tonight, and she has a brand new T-shirt. Why was she not on the show?
because she's not like nice girls, or she's not like most girls. That's the thing.
All right, I guess real quick before we go any further, I'm going to go backwards a little bit, and we're going to go to after the commercial break, after Enzo and Jericho. AJ Styles comes out during the commercial break.
Oh.
And he basically says that he's going to beat up John Cena.
Beat up John Cena.
And he basically said Anaheim sucks. And then all of a sudden, Cena runs out to a huge pop. They start fighting. Cena hits the AA and sends the fans out of commercial happy. Because there's a picture that exists on Twitter of Braun Strowman getting ready to get in the ring, and AJ is leaving right before they went off break.
Sad panda.
And Superstars. Superstars tapings, Jinder Mahal was in action. He lost to Jack Swagger.
Oh, what?
Already he's putting people over. And Sami Zayn defeated Curtis Axel.
That's where Sami Zayn was. So, they decide, oh, you have this amazing match at Battleground against Kevin Owens, and wait, you lose a Fatal 4-Way match, but wait, you go to Superstars.
Travis, do not try to work out WWE logic. It'll make your head hurt for the end of time.
My head hurt.
Ashley and I already know about how this works.
Yep.
Speaking of that, we got Finn Balor in a dark room giving us a history lesson.
His name's Finn Balor. And
Yeah.
he's going to be a demon.
Basically saying, I'm not arrogant. I'm just determined. I'm not a loose chain. I'm focused. And then goes on about, all this Irish heritage, all these various things from myth and legend and all that. Finally culminating in Balor, the Demon King. And it culminating in the fact that come SummerSlam, he's back. And then they do some CGI stuff and they distort his face, and it looks as if the the Demon King persona will be back at least at the latest by SummerSlam. But you never know. We might be seeing it before then.
It's possible.
I just want to know what this damn title's going to look like.
It's going to have a Universal logo.
Of course.
Better.
And instead of a spinnabout, it's going to be...
And instead of you coming out to your ring music, you come out to the Universal music.
You know what I wish this would be if they're going to really create a new title to differentiate from the WWE Championship?
What?
Bring back the winged gold eagle belt.
Yeah.
But tweak it with the new logo. Because I'll tell you right now, they're going to make the Universal title matter more than the WWE Championship. Easily.
Yeah.
And given who's competing for it, that makes sense.
True.
All right. So this was fine, though. This was a good history lesson from Professor Devitt.
Mr. Finn Balor.
I don't know if it was said with an Indian accent like that. What's that all about?
What are you, Prince of Maine?
I think you'll find, son. That ain't how Prince of Maine sounds.
Oh, God. Then we get our next little promo. With Doc Anderson and literally Doc Gallows.
Yeah, the doctors are in.
Yes.
Talk about ring post-itis.
Yes.
And how they surgically removed Big E's testicles.
So now we're gonna get Testes, the new cereal from WWE.
And then they supply apparently a tub of wonton soup.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an alternative to ramen noodles.
They're going to call it Ramen Reigns.
Exactly.
God. They make sure you ain't over.
I am cheap food. I am when you're on low budget. So, anyhow.
What the fuck?
This leads to our next match.
It's time for the one-on-one with Kofi, with Xavier taking on Gallows with Anderson.
I have no idea why this match was so short.
Because we were having another match.
Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time.
It's the only reason.
So Anderson's on the ring apron, and Xavier grabs him, pulls him off the apron. Anderson sends Xavier in the barricade. Anderson finally distracts Kofi doing what he was trying to do in the first place. Gallows grabs him off the apron, pulls him over the top, hits him in a fireman's carry into a swinging flapjack, and gets the 3 count. It's about the storyline, but the match, nothing really to it. It was announced over the week that it's going to be the club against the New Day at SummerSlam for the tag titles. And because Big E's nuts, literally, we are not going to have a handicap match. There's not going to be anything involved with it. It's going to be literally Xavier and Kofi against Gallows and Anderson.
Is that how they're going to lose the tag titles?
Most likely, yes. So they went to drag Kofi in after the match was over and try to do the same thing. Give Kofi a raging case of ring postitis. But next thing you know, Xavier makes a save with a chair, and Gallows and Anderson head for the hills. This for a storyline, this was really good. For a match, this is not so great. I guess wrestling doesn't matter right now. I think it's just prolonging the storylines until we get to SummerSlam. Because most of these there were 3 matches tonight that mattered. Everything else was just storyline or filler. Travis, thoughts?
Bleh.
Ashley, thoughts?
All killer, no filler.
Hey, Travis.
Yeah?
It's time to talk about Scooby-Doo.
Oh. I want to hunt Pokey Pokey.
God.
Oh, were you serious?
It's time to talk about Scooby-Doo. That's the next part of the show.
Why am I talking about Scooby-Doo?
I just wanted to see what you would do when I said that.
Where's Paige?
Ashley, go ahead.
So, Goldust is going, oh god, he's playing Pokemon again. And then bumps into Scooby, who I swear was Kevin Dunn. And then out the mystery machine pops R-Truth, who says that there's a lot of flies in there. And then there's nearly a fight between him and Scooby. And then Goldust is like, look, why don't we all sit down, watch the movie, and eat some Scooby snacks? And R-Truth's like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Stop. Just stop.
This is why there are children who are homeless.
Wow.
All right, then.
That's the only explanation that I have.
Let's go to our main event segment.
Yes. Foley's in the ring. Well, Foley comes to the ring and invites Daniel Bryan to come in, and yes chants galore. Take advantage of it. Bryan congratulates Foley on his work with how well Raw has been doing. And then Foley, in turn, congratulates him on the last few weeks of SmackDown, as well as him and Mauro Ranallo with the Cruiserweight Classic. And Bryan's like, well, yeah, SmackDown is the premier show, and I'm ready tomorrow with... And then Foley's like, whoa! I know that you want to try and get a cheap pop in and whatever, but I think we need to address the other situation first. And with what happened last week with Brock being on SmackDown and F5ing Orton, I apologise. We had no control. We had no say in the issue. And Bryan's like, well, to be fair, it was Orton that fired the first shot, and I'm sorry for all of that stuff as well, because I didn't mean it to happen. Saying it in a sincere but slightly insincere way, I guess, because of him seeing Raw as an inferior brand and whatever. And Foley's like, cut the joking around. I don't appreciate some of your comments recently when they go to talking smack, because apparently Raw doesn't need a post show.
Yeah, because it's 3 hours.
Well, it does. It's called the Stone Cold Podcast, or an episode of Swerved, or some sort of original programming. That's what happens after Raw.
And he doesn't appreciate the saying about the Universal title or the Galactic or the Milky Way title, making it sound grander than the world title. And Foley's like, look, Raw needs a recognized champion at the top of its brand. Rusev's music then hits. And he makes his way out and says, whoa! Mr. Foley, sir, Raw already has a champion, and you're looking at him. Don't worry, Mick. I will crush anybody for you that you put in my way. And Bryan's like, what are you trying to do, Rusev? Are you trying to suck up to Foley because you don't want to take Roman Reigns on at SummerSlam? And then all of a sudden Cesaro's music hits. He comes to the ring and says, sorry about all that, wedding cake stuff earlier, but I'm afraid I might have to make your day a little worse. And Cesaro says, I'd like to cash in my title opportunity against Rusev. And Foley's like, no, I'm not sure about that. I mean, you only just sort of fluke beat Sheamus tonight. And Cesaro's like, oh, well, I apologize, I thought you were a man of your word. Oh, damn. And then Bryan just tucks in as well as saying, like, I can't believe how you're underappreciated on this brand. And Foley's like, nah, this is my issue. Yeah. We've already established that Roman is getting a title shot at the SummerSlam. But tonight, you get the title shot. So it's going to be Cesaro versus Rusev for the US title. And it's happening right now. It's after fucking commercial.
No surprise to anyone, this match was solid. Really good stuff here. So Cesaro got his injured shoulder worked on numerous times. It's basically Rusev's game plan here. He rams him in arm first into the ring apron and into the ring post. And he whips him chest and shoulder first into the turnbuckle, the high velocity whip. So Cesaro counters with a judo throw into an elbow drop for a near fall. Rusev goes for the armbar, and Cesaro slams him out of it. He goes for the double leg. Cesaro is escaped by Rusev. Swiss uppercut and a tornado DDT for a near fall. So Rusev hits a pop-up into a knee strike to the midsection. That looks good. Kicks him in the back of the neck for a near fall. Stomp, goes for the accolade. Cesaro picks him up, electric chair, and they trade European uppercuts and stiff punches. Ducks the clothesline, 180 Swiss uppercut off the springboard in the middle rope. Double leg, goes for the swing into the sharpshooter, and Sheamus comes out for the distraction. This allows for the GCVD kick, and Cesaro kicks out at 2. Rusev sits for the accolade, and he escapes, and he gets sent into Sheamus. This allows the neutralizer to hit, but there's no referee. And when the referee finally gets into position, Cesaro gets a near fall. Rusev thumbs him in the eyes. Cesaro ends up getting hit with the brogue kick, a short version of the brogue kick on the outside by Sheamus. Cesaro gets straight kicked in the back of the head, and 1, 2, 3. Rusev retains. Solid way to end the show. I mean, as always, you have a Raw show, regardless how many matches you get. There's generally 2 or 3 that are actually worth anything, and everything else is just filler. But after this is over, Rusev is celebrating at the bottom of the ramp. He raises the U.S. title in the air. Here comes Roman. He runs down the ramp, hits the spear, and gets a mixed reaction from the crowd, to say the least. And he just bombs out like he ends the place. Match was really good. Really good. Great chemistry from these two. I wouldn't mind if we saw this again. I'm sure we will. I mean, this is just a tease of what Cesaro is going to be getting his way when it comes to a push. Rusev's push continues, and I think after SummerSlam, Rusev will probably get a chance to have a proper honeymoon. Potentially. I can't see Roman losing at SummerSlam, but I don't know for sure anymore. I really wish they'd have someone else stop Rusev, but it might be Roman Reigns. We shall see. Travis, thoughts on the main event?
Blah, blah.
Right. And Ashley?
It was solid. It was good to see Cesaro pulling double duty and whatever.
I agree.
But the whole Sheamus thing. Yeah, I wouldn't have even mind if like Rusev won with shady tactics, but like Sheamus getting involved in whatever. No, we don't want to see this feud again. Seriously.
On the go home,
seriously.
I will say right now, on the go-home show next week on Raw, I have a feeling it is going to be Sheamus and Rusev taking on Roman Reigns and Cesaro.
Yeah.
There's no way around it, I think. We still don't have the whole card for SummerSlam fleshed out. We'll probably get more information on that tomorrow on SmackDown, which we'll talk about Wednesday on the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast. Thought on the match?
I thought I did.
Thoughts on the show in general?
I mean, considering how I was saying, you know, how Raw was good week 1 and SmackDown was good week 2, and they'll probably alternate in some shape or form. I'm guessing that means next week's Raw is going to have to be good, because, I mean, if we get to this week being Raw being average, which it sort of was, with, you know, there were good moments in there, but then, you know, the wedding bit was just not good.
Nope.
The opening, you know, the thing is, there were some good promos and stuff from Enzo and Cass and Owens and Jericho, and obviously the Balor Rollins stuff. But
even Roman was decent.
Yeah, but that was part of a dodgy segment.
He was the best part of a dodgy segment. That's the thing, though.
That's worrying.
I'm aware of this. It frightens me even saying it.
I don't know. Hopefully Raw is better.
Oh my god.
I mean, hopefully Raw's better next week, but hopefully we actually get a good SmackDown. Otherwise, what was the purpose?
Yeah. It's the build for SummerSlam, and of course, the extremely long Popcast Network weekend.
Yeah. We might have to do a Chicago and say it's the 4-day overly long Popcast weekend.
Pretty much. I mean, we're doing Ring of Honor's pay-per-view Death Before Dishonor. We're doing NXT TakeOver back to Brooklyn. We quite possibly could be doing Chikara. We're doing SummerSlam.
I don't know how we're going to fit that in with the pre-show and whatever. I guess that'll just have to be that'll have to be a podcast with a time limit. Never happens.
Potentially. Wednesday, of course, Raw on Monday, Wednesday on Wednesday, and somewhere in that time frame, we're going to find out everything for Halloween Horror Nights, and we may end up having you do a podcast on Tuesday for the Horror Nights reveal.
Oh, no.
So that's a buttload of podcasts here on the Popcast Network. But
that is a technical term, by the way.
Yep.
There's a booty load of podcasts.
Anyway.
No booties.
So, Travis tried Bootios. That's going to be on Sip and Snack on Thursday.
They make sure you ain't booty.
So check that out.
And
yeah, exactly. That's the show tonight. There really isn't much else to talk about. We've got some, I can't say breaking news. This isn't really breaking news, but Ryback finally left WWE.
Thank God.
No!
WWE released Joey Styles, so we'll be talking all about that and more this Wednesday. Yeah. That also will include the return of What Culture Pro Wrestling, as well as... Yes?
I was going,
So WCPW will join UFC. It will join Impact Wrestling.
Boo!
Ring of Honor. And SmackDown Live, as well as the ongoing saga that is the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax Tournament.
Holy shit, is that a saga?
And
trust me, I'm going through fucking permutations. I'm going through the fucking permutations, like it's going to be proper bracketology on Wednesday.
That and all the news, rumors, and everything from the world of professional wrestling, not just indies, but also worldwide as well. So a lot of that will be discussed on Wednesday for the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast, along with NXT and the Cruiserweight Classic and the 10 o'clock p.m. start time. So stay tuned for that. So Will had to drop out because of technical issues. You can follow him on Twitter at HHNDawg, DAWG, and a link in the description bar to his YouTube channel. And Travis?
You can follow me on Twitter at Travis Coaster. Go check out my new vlog from Disney Springs like a month ago. And that's it. That's basically it.
All right, Ashley?
Find me on Twitter at AshesMyNameUK. Check out the other archive of my podcast stuff, the whole indie show, and SNS Sticks and Flicks over at SNSRadioNetwork.com, along with a whole host of other podcasts that you can check out. Similar sort of vein. Sometimes with me ranting about DC Comics. Again with Ash. Just got up talking about Fireforge. I think I found a new subject to rant on.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Think of a game that has a collector's edition that costs $130 and doesn't include the video game in it.
Ooh.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
All revealed on the next video. Although you probably already worked it out if you read IGN.
All right, and that also means, like I said, I'll give you a Popcast Network update on what's going on this week on the network. So later tomorrow, you're going to be able to check out the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast. That's going to be at 10 p.m. We already discussed what we're going to be talking about. We're talking Ring of Honor, we're talking TNA, Cruiserweight Classic, NXT, UFC, What Culture Pro Wrestling, and SmackDown Live, plus all the news from the wrestling world. Thursday, brand new Sip and Snack, Travis tries Bootios. Pretty much writes itself, folks. Friday, AJ's movie reviews, tackles Sausage Party, as well as Pete's Dragon and Florence Foster Jenkins. Yes, I'm shocked too. We actually got it.
Yes!
Saturday will be a brand new edition of Sip and Snack. I got a couple things in mind. I think we're going to be focusing on these really awesome like Hostess brownies that are M&M's and Milky Way, which I found the other day. That's something phenomenal. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, the elite of the Popcast Network will be joining once more to talk Halloween Horror Nights 26. I guess you're going to have to stay tuned to my Twitter to find out more information on that. And Sunday, exactly. And Sunday, Versus is coming your way. Your cryptic comment is Dublin, and that's probably the only cryptic comment I can get away with at this point. So, yeah, that's coming your way. Gaming with Ash on Monday, and obviously we roll into SummerSlam week the week after, and we got a lot of stuff to do on the network. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Twitter at SirOwenDisney, and follow the network on Twitter at Popcast Network. Check out our Facebook fan page. Just click like if you'd like what we're doing here on the network. It is Popcast Network. And if you really want to showcase your support, you can purchase some shirts, or a button, or a pin, or a badge, or a drawstring bag, or playing cards. We have all this available at Zazzle.com/Popcast Network. And right now, this is the last day for a $10 off any purchase of $50 or more. It's Z10OFF50 for your promo code. And once again, I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining us as we talk another edition of Monday Night Raw. And that's all we've got for tonight, folks. So thanks, everyone, for joining. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And thanks, everyone, on live chat. And in a world where there are a billion wrestling podcasts, we are very pleased that once more tonight you have chosen a Popcast. Thanks everyone for watching, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
We'll save the gloriousness for Wednesday.
Darn it.